Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Apologies about the delay. Apparently, iRacing's decided to only register through the UI, which is a little disappointing because, well, unfortunately, we were unable to get the end of the qualifying and the heat race results. So what we have at the moment, the American Dirt Series 360 Wing Sprint Cars tonight. From Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, Williams Grove Speedway. We missed heat race number 1. Unfortunately, we'll bring up the qualifying results in a moment. After this heat, we'll bring up heat 1 results and then heat number 2 results as well. Right now, heat 2 is on the racetrack. Cameron Pritchard in car number 21 leads Ernie Williams Jr. in the 91. Williams looks down to the inside. Then you go back to Chris Schaefer. Back there in position number 3, Nick Shell, Larry Moody going to round out your top 5. Stephen Lindo, Corey Jans, Tracy Burns, your field for heat race number 2. 4 heats on the program for tonight to see who will take out tonight's round of the Williams Grove Speedway. Round number 11, the American Dirt Series. Pritchard continues to lead the way. And coming into tonight, he was and is your points leader. So we'll certainly keep an eye on how Pritchard goes. Williams still runs in second position. Everybody strung themselves out. Everybody strung out here at the Williams Grove Speedway, Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. 3 laps left to run. And Cameron Pritchard, your race leader and your points leader as well, leading by 71 points. I did see that. Davies, well done. I did catch the end of that one. 2 laps left to run. Pritchard will lead from Williams. Battle on for 3rd and 4th. Schaefer and Shell. Chris Schaefer in the 23 runs in 3rd. Then you go back to Nick Shell. Rounding out the top 4. Top 3 will go straight to the main event. Everybody else will go through to the last chance showdown. Jewel B Mays. I think we had 32 drivers. I want to say 32, 33 drivers. But into 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag is out. Heat number 2 is done. Cameron Pritchard will get the win from Ernie Williams Jr. So quickly before we go into the next heat race, this was the qualifying results. Clayton Davies, quick time. From Cameron Pritchard, Casey Simons, Greg Leonard, Brad White, your top 5, Ernie Williams Jr., Josh Walton, Nathan Davis, Patrick Spangler, and Nick Shell. Your top 10. Heat 1 results. Clayton Davies picked up the win from Brad White, Patrick Spangler, Edward Isaac, Andy Patton, Thomas Harris, Jeffrey Newbert, and Dean Reynolds. And then, of course, heat race number 2, and what we just seen there was Cameron Pritchard, Ernie Williams Jr., Chris Schaefer, Nick Shell, Stephen Lindo, Larry Moody, Corey Jans, Tracy Burns. That is Heat 2. Heat 3 on the racetrack right now. It'll be a 1 to green. Casey Simons on the pole position. Josh Walton from position number 2. Brian Hawks out of position number 3. Chad Coate from position number 4. Charles New from position number 5. Patrick Caluccio from position number 6. Nathan Vossi will go from the 7th starting position. And Joseph Grandy lines up out of position number 8. Heat number 3, round 11 of the American Dirt Series 360 Winged Sprint Cars. So we've still got rounds 12, 13 and 14 to come. Here we go, green flag is back out on the racetrack. So they work their way down through the back straightaway through 1 and 2. You're watching Simons work on the top side of the racetrack in that 54 machine. Going to hold on to the race lead. Caluccio going to move up in position. He'll move to position number 5 as he works down to the inside now. But here comes Charles New in the 21 machine trying to work back to the outside. Then you go back to Joseph Grandy in the 518 machine. Trying to move his way forward. Coat works the outside of the racetrack. Brian Hawks in the 23 machine. He went through the middle trying to slide up and take the spot away. Charles New still sitting in that 5th position. Casey Simon still your race leader. Here comes Grandy and Kalugia. They were wheel to wheel through 3 and 4. They'll do the same through 1 and 2, but Joseph Grandy gets a run. Here comes Charles New now. Charles New the 3rd looks down to the inside, looks for the slide job, but he slides up. Grandy has to back out of it. Grandy put himself into the wall. They keep it clean and green. 4 laps into the books here at heat race number 3. And you've got a new race leader, so that'll move Casey Simons back to the runner-up position. Chad Coate back in position number 3, still just caught the outside wall, as did Brian Hawks in that 23 machine. With how hard he caught the guardrail on the exit of turn 4, you just wonder how much damage he's on that 23 machine. Can Charles New, can he capitalise on this one? Little contact there on the exit of corner number 4. 4 laps left to run, so what is essentially 2 miles. Oh no, Hawks into the guardrail. He'll lose 1, 2, 3, 4 positions. He'll in fact go back to the pits, and we are yellow. Yellow on the raceway. Let's see if we are live everywhere else, because if we are, we're going to start sharing it out. Yes, we're live there, which is good. And I believe we should be live on all the social media pages. Yes, we're live there. We're live there. That looks all good. That looks all good. Right, so we're exactly where we need to be. And it's time to start sharing the broadcast out, because well, we've got a lot of work to do, and as do the drivers. So wait for the field to get lined up once again. Going to appreciate each and every one of you guys here tuning in here to Ultimate Dirt TV. Now let's get this shout out to all of the groups. So don't forget, let us know who you're cheering on. Who do you think will go to victory lane? Heat race number 3. Casey Simons once again going to lead us off the exit of corner number 4. And we go back racing here at the Williams Grove Speedway. There we go. If I could just get that there, that would be swell. Walton tried to the inside of the racetrack into 3 and 4. That's not going to matter right now, because the 54 of Casey Simons with 2 laps left to run. He has got the race lead, not for long, because Walton will stream on by. And that'll put Simons back to the runner-up position. Remember, top 3 go through to the main event, and everybody else will go through to the dual B mains. White flag is out. 1 lap left to run. In heat race number 3, the American Dirt Series 360 Wings Sprint Cars. Down into 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag is out. And we are done for heat race number 3. I'll certainly bring up those results for you here in just a few moments' time. Let's get that off there. We'll wait for Barney the R-Racing flagman to stop or waving the flag like you just don't care. So while that's going on, there we go. We've got all the shares out. We are good to go and rock and roll. Heat 3 results coming up on screen before we move into the fourth and final heat race of the night. Josh Walton gets the win from Casey Simons, Chad Coate, Patrick Caluccio, Joseph Grandy. Your top 5, Charles New, Nathan Vossi, and Brian Hawks will make up the 8 drivers for heat number 3. Heat number 4 will line up like this, and from the pole position, it's going to be Greg Leonard to the outside of the front row for Black Diamond Motorsports. It is the 36th entry of Nathan Davis. Rolling off at a position number 3, the 73 entry of Nicholas McGeethy to his outside, piloting car number 29, Chad Bird from position number 4. Inside your third row for Dirt Anarchy, the 06 machine from position number 5, David Garman Jr. to his outside, piloting the 187, Rick Main from position number 6. Justin Glover lines up the 25 from position number 7, and Bob Evertson will line up the BBR number 8 machine from position number 8. Heat number 4, your fourth and final heat race of the night. Ready to let him loose. Greg Leonard, fresh off a podium last week. We'll see what he can do here tonight at Williams Grove Speedway. Green flag is out. We're underway. Davis got a horrible start in the totally tinted Ultimate Dirt TV Black Diamond Motorsports number 36 machine from the outside of the front row. He has slipped back to position number 3. He's got some company. Look how that was. I think that was Chad Burnt. There was all sorts of squirrely on the exit of turn number 4. Meanwhile, David Garman Jr., the 06 machine. I'll get to that in a second, Dub. Leonard, your race leader from McGeethy and Davis. Then you go back to David Garman Jr., Rick Main, Chad Bird, wheel to wheel down the back straightaway. Give the spot and the 5th place spot to Rick Main. Chad Burt now looks back down to the inside. Chad Burt in the 29 machine. He rockets back into position number 5. Now trying to come after David Garman Jr. Don't forget, you go back onto lap 1 or 2 it was on the exit of turn number 4. It was Chad Burt who caught the guardrail on the exit of turn 4. Something these drivers, they've got to be careful of. The bottom side will definitely start to come back in as we see your race leader working down the back straight away. He'll go through the middle. No, he'll stay bottom. In fact, McGeethy got a hell of a run on the exit, on the entry into turn number 3. Just couldn't quite get the exit speed. McGeethy goes down low. Leonard goes upstairs into 1 and 2. They work down out of turn 2 and down the back straight away under the blue bridge. Here at the Grove, Bills Grove, Williams Grove Speedway. McGeethy now to the race lead, and the bottom side has worked for Nicholas McGeethy in car number 73. He will lead lap number 6. McGeethy slides up. Leonard now looking, trying to go back down to the inside. We go yellow just as the battle for the race lead was certainly starting to heat up. Let's take a look at NLRA instant replay. See what happened here. The 29 of Chad Burt. I dare say it's a guardrail maybe on the exit of turn 4. No, it's not. Rick Main gets into the side of him. So Main gets into the side of Burt. He goes around and we go yellow in heat race number 4. So McGeethy, who did start inside the second row, has ran down your pole sitter from heat 4 of Greg Leonard. So Leonard will get shuffled back to second. This will give an opportunity to that totally tinted car number 36 entry for the Black Diamond Motorsports of Nathan Davis. The original start, I'm pretty sure he must have been sleeping, because immediately McGeethy went straight up into position number 2. And I dare say that, well, Davis, no doubt the boys will be chatting to him, trying to get him back focused for heat race number 4. So 2 to green for the moment in heat race number 4. So So we'll go through your rundown order. Nicholas McGeethy, your race leader from Greg Leonard, Nathan Davis, David Garman Jr., Justin Glover, your top 5, Chad Burt, Bob Everton, and Rick Mayne. Now going to the tail end of the field. He has been given the end of line penalty and a single file restart for the final 3 laps. So 1.5 miles around the dirt paperclip. What you could recall, or what you could call it. Let's see, McGeethy get a good start once again. Off turn number 4, the safety car on the pace truck is in. He waits and waits and waits, and he waits right till the exit of turn number 4 to stand on the gas, and we are back underway. Leonard immediately dived down on the inside. McGeethy was probably a lane higher than what Greg Leonard was through turn number 1 and 2. So McGeethy looks good right now through 3 and 4, drifts it up to the middle of the racetrack. Leonard, he looks way better in 3 and 4. It's 1 and 2 where McGeethy looks a whole lot smoother. You can see McGeethy driving away from him now down the back straightaway. Leonard trying to reel him in down into 3 and 4 here. Penultimate lap. We're coming to the white flag. 1 lap left to run. McGeethy and Leonard side by side down the front straightaway. McGeethy's going to have to go mid-track. Leonard hit down to the inside. Here comes McGeethy back down as they work down the back straightaway. Final time down into turn number 3 and 4. McGeethy drives it deep down into 3 and 4. Leonard comes off turn number 4 to the inside. They drag race to the line. Greg Leonard going to win heat race number 2. Second will go to Nicholas McGeethy. Nathan Davis will come home third. David Garman Jr. and Justin Glover will round out your top 5. Heat 4 results coming up on screen before the first of our dual B mains, where we should be taking the top 5. So Leonard, McGeethy and Davis are going through. David Garman Jr., Justin Glover. Then you go back to Chad Bird, Bob Everton and Rick Mayne will be the drivers. Fourth on back will be the drivers that will go into tonight's B main. As we take a look at B main number 1. But first, let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. 15 laps to distance. It is the top 5, so I was right. Yeah, you done a thing right for once. From the pole position, driving the Vanderpool Racing car number 9, Edward Isaacs. On his outside, Patrick Caluccio from position number 2. Andy Patton out of position number 3. Joseph Grady from position number 4. Thomas Harris out of position number 5. Charles New from position number 6. Jeffrey Newbert from position number 7. Nathan Voss out of position number 8. Dean Reynolds from position 9. Brian Orks will line up from position number 10. iRacing.com official pace track is in. 15 laps on the board. Let's show that. There we go. Green flag is out. And it's Edward Isaacs to lead the field. In the first of 2 B mains. Look at the 22 right up on the inside. Going 3 wide through turn number 1 and 2. Look out. Carnage Calamity. And we have Nathan Vossi, Dean Reynolds around Thomas Harris going back to the pits. Reynolds facing the inside guardrail. Look out. Grady has contact there with Jeffrey Newman in the 22 as he goes upside down. And there was a few different incidents. So tough break for some of the drivers in tonight's B main number 1. So this will of course line up what is going to be the outside row. So 14, 16, 18, 20 and 22. Again, don't forget to hit that like and share button, like and follow button, subscribe on the social media pages. All free to watch, of course. Been watching on, of course, dirtfan.com, Sim Racing, World of Thunder Esports League and LRA. Make sure you hit the like and follow button on the Facebook pages as also. Big thank you to, of course, the American Dirt Series for allowing us here at Ultimate Dirt TV to cover the action for the remainder of the season. And week number 11 of 14 is complete after tonight. Week 12, 13 and 14 still to come. Next week, Weed Sport, followed by Charlotte, and then the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway to wrap up a 14-week season. Cameron Pritchard is the man to lead the points at the moment. But Isaacs is ready to lead us off. Turn number 4 once again. Safety car should be pulling in field. It does. Past the Williams Grove Speedway, past the turn 3 Bear Hill gang. And Isaacs, well, he's going to waste very little time to jump on the front pedal. And we go back racing. Here in B-Main, number 1, Isaacs, Coluccio work side by side. Here comes Andy Patton looking out of the inside on Coluccio. Bit of contact, they keep it going. Charles New comes through, Brian Hawks coming through, Joseph Grady, and poor old Patrick Coluccio. Well, he's gone from the runner-up position. Well, he's now into the guardrail, and I dare say we could be going yellow. We're going to stay green as we watch Isaacs working down the back straight away. Here comes Charles New down to the inside. Slide job for the race lead. He's driven it in deep and probably too deep. That was never ever going to work. He showed too much speed on the entry. And with how tight that corner is, it's totally different to what you see turns 1 and 2. As the yellow flag waves here once again from the Williams Grove Speedway. So a tough deal, tough break. For some of the drivers. So we should be ready to go back racing here. Once again here at Williams Grove Speedway American Dirt Series 360 winged sprint cars. One more lap into the books, 4 down, 11 to go. 23 of Brian Hawks to the inside of Edward Isaacs as Andy Patton has taken over the race lead. But here comes Edward Isaacs back after Andy Patton down into 1. Patton goes to the middle of the raceway. Isaacs was working to the top side. Hawks are still running in third. Nathan Voss, Charles New. That's